What is up everyone, OJD Diego here, and today I'm going to take a look at the 3 PS Plus games offered for the month of August 2021. These are quick first impressions and not in-depth reviews, but I hope to help by sharing if I think these games deserve a download or not, so hope you guys enjoy. The first of the 3 games is Tennis World Tour 2, and honestly I think this is the least memorable of the bunch. I say this because, well, it's tennis. I mean, don't get me wrong, right? Tennis is a very fun game, but this wasn't for me. Before anything even starts, the game shoves a card system in your face, which allows you to equip cards that gives you boosts and buffs during tennis matches, which can make the game unfair for players that don't have a bunch of cards or money to buy more cards with the in-game coins. I'm not sure if you could buy coins via microtransactions, but if it did, then yeah, this game would be even worse in my opinion. The game does have a lot of game modes, starting with exhibition, singles, and doubles. You know, these are your quick matches with local multiplayer or against the AI bot. The game also has a career mode, but it's very bare bones. You can make your own tennis player, but as far as what I played, there are no cutscenes or no story at all. It's just events and situations that resemble a story mode, but there's still a lot to be desired. It's definitely not like the 2K career modes, which have cutscenes, it has a good story. Well, that's debatable, but you know what I mean. There's also a tournament mode where you can customize the levels or amount of matches. Besides local multiplayer, the game does have an online mode, which is surprisingly implements the card system, which like I said is kind of messed up because some players may not have as much or better cards than others. And I'm gonna be honest, I suck both at the offline and the online game modes, which sucks because the first online game mode I played, some little kid beat me 3-0. So yeah, I don't know if I just suck or the game sucks. But luckily for me, the game has a school mode that teaches you the basics and advanced skills. It also has challenges for you to complete. But as far as your player, you can customize your character with Tennis Drip, which actually uses real life brands, which is kind of cool to see. It boasts companies like Nike, Wilson, Fila, Lacoste, Uniqlo, and some other clothing and equipment brands that I'm not too familiar with. The game overall was alright. I wish the controls were more responsive and smooth. It was kind of clunky, and honestly, if you want a fun tennis game to play, I really recommend the GTA tennis game and GTA 5. I mean, okay, it's not as realistic or in depth as this game, but the GTA tennis mode is fun to play and it's easy, where this game for me was kind of difficult for me. But honestly, I wouldn't recommend this a download unless you're a fan of tennis or you want to play some local multiplayer with a friend. But you know, to be quite frank, I'm deleting this one ASAP, so maybe just try it once and see if you guys like it from there. Now the second game I tried was Hunter's Arena Legends, and to be honest, I was really surprised by how fun it was, but I will admit that it is rough around the edges and should not have been released on PS4 and Steam for the $20 they are charging, but lucky for us PlayStation Plus members, it's free. Now the game is a battle royale, but not in the typical first-person shooter fashion. It's more of a hack and slash type of game, and honestly, it reminds me a little bit of Monster Hunter in its aesthetic. It is set in ancient China, where you fight monsters, demons, and even god-type bosses, all while you fight against other players. But yeah, the game has a roster of 17 unique hunters with their own abilities and weapons, and they all have skins to collect like any other battle royale. And the game is fast-paced, since you can jump into the map right after you load into a match, which is pretty dope because it keeps the momentum going. The map has different regions with different types of enemies that drop loot, such as armor, health, coins, and even buffs. You level up as you fight monsters, making you stronger against the enemy players. I will say that I still haven't really been good at the game because from what I played, some characters are stronger than others right off the bat, and there are different types of hunters like healers and whatnot. Some specialize in long range, mid-range, and short-range combat. I would suggest to play around and find your main to use since the playstyles are different from one another, but are still similar enough to be simple to learn. Now keep in mind that even though the game is fun, it's not the prettiest. Some textures look terrible and blurred, while some of the gameplay feels clunky and delayed. And there honestly isn't enough content for me to come back. The problem with many battle royales is that there's a lot that try to step into the arena but never succeed in becoming a popular game. So we are yet to see what happens to Hunter's Arena Legends, but hopefully they make enough content and polish the game enough to have an impact, because the idea isn't unique, but it does add enough to stand out. The game definitely has some potential, but I would honestly give it a try to see whether you like it or not. So with that being said, I say download it and at least give it a try. This is not a instant delete like Tennis, so yeah. Now last but certainly not least, we got Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. And I'm just going to say it straight up, I think this game was the best one out of the three. It was the most polished and had the most content. But with that being said, I will say that this game is silly and made for kids, but it's still fun. It has an open world type of single player as well as an online hub where you can hang out with other players, customize your plant or zombie, visit the shop, and just explore the world. The hub has many different areas to explore as well as a little PvP area where you can just fight for fun. And you do fight against online players, but like I said, it's just for fun and you earn XP and currency, which I think is pretty dope because it's not super competitive and you can hop in and out of fights whenever you feel like it. Now, as far as the online component goes, there's 3 game modes. There's a Turf War, which is an objective-based game, Team Vanquish, which is your standard team deathmatch, and Garden Ops, which is a wave mode, which is pretty fun. There are 10 plants and 10 zombies, which each have their own unique abilities. They also have different types of roles such as assault, defense, and support. Every plant and zombie also have a ton of customization options, but of course, the skins and customization are fueled by lots of grinding and microtransactions, which suck. The art style is very cartoony, but the graphics are very appealing with rich colors and textures. And the Plants vs. Zombies games have improved tremendously since the first Garden Warfare, and I don't even think the first one had a single player campaign, so this one automatically is an improvement. But I will say that the game may be limited as content and updates have stopped, but it is fun to play once in a while. But like with Hunter's Arena, I'm just not sure if I'm gonna come back to play this on a daily basis because there are just too many online games to play nowadays than just one. But the series has definitely come a long way since the original 2009 tower defense game. I would recommend this game 100% because it was the most fun and I can see myself play this way more than Hunter's Arena and Tennis. So yeah, I'd say this is a download for sure. And even if you're not into these type of games like little kid games, if you have a little sibling, a little brother, a little sister, a little cousin even, it's honestly fun to play this game because I have tons of fun when I play with my little brother. So yeah, that's a plus. So yeah guys, my final verdict on this month was that we got more hits than misses because Hunters and Plants vs. Zombies make up for the lack of the Tennis game. But yeah, it's not the best, but it's not the worst either. So yeah, I think this is a pretty good month in terms of PS Plus games. Plus, I mean, it's free. No pun intended, but this shit is free. So you got nothing to lose by trying 2 of the games that I recommended. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with my opinion? Do you guys disagree? Let me know down in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. This type of video is something new that I've been wanting to try for a while because I know that sometimes when I look up reviews, I'm not trying to watch a whole 10-minute video on one game each. I'm trying to watch something quick. So yeah, I hope that this helps a lot. And yeah, like I said, since this is the first video that I've made for PS Plus, would you guys like to see more? Let me know how I can improve. If you guys want to see more or less, feedback would be great. If you guys stuck out to the end of the video, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I also appreciate any likes, comments, or subscriptions to my channel and hitting that bell icon for notifications of when I drop videos because I do gameplays, I do comic book videos, I do all types of shit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a dope day playing dope games. Peace.